Welcome to Policy on Demand Week in Review. I'm Chip Harter. 1 week ago today, the Treasury issued a press release announcing that in the OECD negotiations, it has proposed a minimum tax rate for Pillar 2 of at least 15%. That announcement made it clear that the administration is willing to be flexible in the OECD negotiations to land a deal, even though that will require a compromise on a Pillar 2 rate that is considerably below the administration's proposed 21% rate for the GILTI. How much harsher will the GILTI end up being than Pillar 2? My response has been, if the administration's GILTI rate of 21% is enacted, the GILTI would be substantially more onerous than a 15% Pillar 2 regime. The administration is not proposing to do away with the 20% haircut on foreign tax credits under the GILTI, so a U.S. parent corporation would have a liability under the GILTI for income earned in any country that is taxed at less than a 26.25% effective tax rate. A foreign-based multinational would be topping up to a 15% rate under Pillar 2. In addition to this rate differential, the GILTI would have a much broader base under the administration proposals with essentially no carve-outs, whereas Pillar 2 will almost certainly have generous substance-based carve-outs. Even if the administration must ultimately accept a compromise on GILTI with, for example, a 25% corporate tax rate and a GILTI rate of 60% of the corporate tax rate, the GILTI would still be substantially harsher than any likely Pillar 2 outcome. The Green Book should give us more detail on all of the Biden administration tax proposals. It will be an interesting weekend read to help us better understand the proposals that have been previously announced and to tip us off on any new proposals.